You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. Brian Kelly has made a ton of hay in the transfer portal. We know that. They've already signed 2 offensive linemen with Miles Frazier of FIU, Tre'Mond Shorts from East Tennessee State. And they might be after another. Tyler Steen is a grad transfer. He'll finish this semester his degree at Vanderbilt, where he signed as a member of the class of 2018. And he actually signed as a defensive lineman. Played defensive line in 2018, moved to offensive line in 2019, and he started every game in 19, 20, and 21. So more than 30 career starts in the SEC, albeit at Vanderbilt, but you're talking about a pretty athletic kid. You're talking about a 6'5", 315-pound, long, athletic dude that's played both right and left tackle at Vanderbilt in the SEC. And Tyler Steen's dad told 247 Sports that his son is considering Alabama, NC State, Penn State, and LSU, and will make trips to each of those this spring. Again, son's going to finish his degree at Vanderbilt and then be immediately eligible wherever he goes for the 2022 season with 1 year remaining to play. I guess he'd have 2 because of the COVID year. But apparently Alabama, with the way they've turned out offensive tackles, has been a big key. NC State is in it because of the offensive lineman, Ikem Ekwonu. I know I'm always mispronouncing it, but the kid from NC State that's expected to be a first-round pick this year. And Kentucky could get in the mix. They mentioned maybe USC, UCLA also, but really it looks like Bama, NC State, Penn State, LSU. I can't tell you I know a tremendous amount about those other schools and their depth on the offensive line, but what I know about LSU is this. Brian Kelly has 2 big selling points. Number 1, playing time. LSU lost 4 starters on the offensive line. Yes, you signed 2 transfers. Frazier's a tackle, and Tre'Mond Shorts is an interior offensive lineman. So if Steen is going to play tackle, you got a spot, man. You can either come in and compete with Frazier, or you can even take Cam Wire's job potentially. So there's an opportunity for that dude to come in and play because LSU's replacing 4 starters on the offensive line. That's 1. 2 is Brian Kelly. There are 2 positions primarily where Notre Dame has, at an impressive clip, produced NFL talent. It's tight end, and it's on the offensive line. Brian Kelly, in his time at Notre Dame, produced 4 first-round picks, a second-round pick, a third-round pick. On the offensive line, 7 total NFL offensive linemen during his time at Notre Dame. For perspective, again, Brian Kelly, 12 years, 4 first-rounders on the offensive line at Notre Dame. Do you know LSU's last first-round draft pick on the offensive line? Any idea? It was Alan Faneca in the 1998 draft. That's the last time LSU had a first-round pick on the offensive line. Brian Kelly can go to this kid and say, I produce first-rounders. LSU's history isn't great. The LSU history of producing first-round offensive linemen isn't great. My history is. What they've done here in the past doesn't affect me at all. Look at my resume of producing offensive linemen. Brother, this is what Brian Kelly said when he was hired. This is a comment Brian Kelly made the day he was hired and he did his introductory press conference. He was asked about the offensive line. This was what he said.
You're looking at what their demeanor is. Playing that offensive line position requires a profile that I like to stick with. I'm not going to get into the specifics right now. And there's a brotherhood on that offensive line that we build. And that brotherhood is real. Those guys are selfless, and they are the backbone of any great offense that I've ever coached. So if you have that kind of resume, sign up. We're looking for you. When it comes to development, it's hard work. And we're ready to take on those kind of young men that have those special qualities and are ready to really dig in and put in the time.
How's that for a sales pitch? Tell me, if you were an elite offensive lineman, you wouldn't want to go play for that guy when you hear that? It's incredibly impressive. And he's got the results to back it up. So LSU will be in a fight for him, but Tyler Steen could be another guy that LSU lands to add on to this class with 4 spots remaining. Listen, I'd put it to you this way. If you're LSU, would you rather run a true freshman and Will Campbell out there or a guy who's made 30 starts in the SEC? Will Campbell may have the longer term upside, but you're going to give me a true freshman or a guy that's made 30 starts in the SEC? Give me the guy that's made 30 starts in the SEC. Will Campbell's day will come. But if I can have Cam Wire, Miles Frazier, Tyler Steen as options at tackle, yes, please. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.